everyone, my name is Poonam Kamble. Today I am explaining about the investigators brochure in drug development and medical device development. The investigators brochure is a comprehensive document summarizing the body of information about an investigational product obtained during a drug trial. The IB is a document of critical importance throughout the drug development process and is updated with new information as it becomes available. The purpose of the IB is to comply data relevant to studies of the IP in human subjects granted subjects gathered during preclinical and other clinical trials. An IB is intended to provide the investigators with insight necessary for management of study conduct and study subjects throughout a clinical trial. An IB may introduce key aspects and safety measures of a clinical trial protocol, such as dose of the study drug, then frequency of having interval, methods of administration, safety monitoring procedure. An IB contains a summary data of an guidance for investigators section, which is the overall aim to provide the investigator with a clear understanding of the possible risk and adverse reactions and of the specific test observations and precautions that may be needed for a clinical trial. This understanding should be based on the available physical, chemical, pharmaceutical, pharmacological, toxicological and clinical information on the investigational product. Guidance should also be provided to the clinical investigator on the recognition and treatment of possible overdose and adverse drug reactions that is based on previous human experience and on pharmacology of the investigational products. After that, the sponsor is responsible for keeping the information in the IB up to date. The IB should be reviewed annually and must be updated when a new and important information becomes available, such as when a drug has received a marketing approval and can be prescribed for use commercially. Owing to the importance of the IB in maintaining the safety of human subjects in clinical trial and as a part of their guidelines on good clinical practice, the US Food and Drug Administration (FDA) has written regulatory codes and guidelines for authoring the IB, and the International Conference on Harmonization has prepared then detailed guidance for the authoring of the IB in the European Union, EU, Japan and the United States. As a part of its guidance on a good clinical practice, the International Conference on Harmonization has prepared a detailed guidance for the contents of the IB in the European Union, Japan and the United States. If many clinical trials have been completed, tables that summarize findings across the various studies can be very useful to demonstrate outcomes. In example, different patient population or different indications. Code of Federal Regulations, Title 21, Part 312, investigational new drug application. After that, the Code of Federal Regulations, Title 21, Part 201.56. Then after the CDER guidance for industry, adverse drug reactions, section of labeling for human prescription drugs and biological products, content and format. Then the Directive 2001/20/EC Europe is got amended into the Directive 2005/28/EC Europe.